Their missiles are mostly decimated. They have probably 18, 19%, but not a lot by comparison to what they had. And their leaders are all dead. So I think we won.
We are winning, have won every component of what we fought in this conflict. Iran knows that based on the incredible degradation of their capabilities, and which is why we saw them wanting to come to the table. How this gets resolved will be on our terms.
Except that's not what the reporting is saying. A U.S. official tells MS Now that Iran has regained access to the lion's share of its launchers, underground facilities, and missile sites, including 30 of 33 locations near the Strait of Hormuz. Joining us, MS Now national security analyst and former White House National Security Communications Advisor, Admiral John Kirby. Help me understand the disconnect between what our reporting says about U.S. what our reporting says U.S. intelligence assesses about Iran's stockpile and what the president and the defense secretary are claiming publicly.
I mean, there's only two ways to look at it, Katie. One is that the intelligence assessments that are being reported are wrong and what the president's getting is right, or the opposite. I tend to go with the intelligence assessments as reported, as we've seen in press reporting in the last couple of days, because I don't believe that Mr. Trump is being given a full picture, all the context about what's going on militarily in Iran and what the United States military has been able to achieve. I think this whole storyline underscores just how difficult Iran is as an enemy, and just how critical it is before you go picking a fight like this, that you do the homework and the planning to understand the consequences of military action and what the limits of air power are. You cannot bomb a country into submission, and I think we're seeing that in the numbers that are coming out right now.
Did we know how difficult Iran would be? Did U.S. intelligence understand how difficult Iran might be?
Yes, ma'am. I think so. Now, I can't speak for the current leaders of the intelligence community, but when I was in office, not just in the Biden administration, but before that even, there was a clear understanding of how difficult Iran would be as an enemy, how they would disperse if you started to bomb, how they would disperse their assets underground and geographically to make it hard for you to hit them, and how much they rely on mobile capabilities. So you might be able to hit fixed sites, but that doesn't eliminate their ability to use like trucks to launch missiles, which they are clearly doing. This is a wily enemy, and they had been preparing themselves for this potential outcome by the United States and Israel in the past. So, yes, there were obviously military plans here, but there was also a clear understanding of what they could do in response and what they could do to preserve their capabilities from an air campaign.
The Pentagon wants a lot of money next year, $1.5 trillion for its next budget. What we're witnessing right now is a depletion of our resources and of our own munitions in this fight against Iran. And what we're doing is using very expensive equipment to shoot down very cheap equipment. So do we need that much more money to replace that very expensive equipment and make more of it? Or should we be maybe asking for less money to make cheaper equipment like the drones that Iran is using that have shown themselves to be more effective in modern warfare?
I think it's both, Katie. Honestly, we do need high-scale conventional capabilities. The world's a very dangerous place right now. Iran obviously is the focus, but China and Russia continue to be major adversaries. So I wouldn't want to see the United States military pull back on reforming and improving our nuclear capabilities and our nuclear deterrent or our conventional capabilities. That said, and you make a really good point, we're using $3 billion, $4 billion Patriots to knock down drones that cost, about the price of a used car, $20,000. We've got to do a better job at fielding quickly and efficiently low-cost drone and counter-drone capabilities, quite akin to the way President Zelensky and Ukraine are doing right now. They've really mastered this drone and counter-drone warfare, and we could learn a lot from them. And I do think we need to invest more in the technology and in startup companies that can produce these lower-end capabilities, because they are definitely having a strategic outcome on the battlefield.
Yeah, maybe get in good with the Ukrainians, who are doing a decent job of it right now against Russia. Admiral John Kirby, always good to have you. Thank you so much. Good to see you.
Thank you, Katie.